Hey guys, it's Charles from Tech Always, and PC cases have changed a lot over the past few years. And one trend that we really saw come to light in 2016 was tempered glass. And now that it's 2017, I expect to see a lot more cases of tempered glass. And today I'm going to bring you guys a comparison between three really great tempered glass cases: the Anidees AI Crystal Lite, the S340 Elite, and the Phanteks P400s. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to be looking at these cases in a couple of major categories: the looks, the extra features, the build experience, and the total value for the case. So starting off with the looks of the P400s, you get a tempered glass side panel, of course, along with a full metal build and a nice angular design with some colored accents at the top and bottom of the front. Moving on to the AI Crystal, you get three dark sheets of tempered glass that are super tinted, so they give you a really nice reflection of your surroundings. But if you want to actually see your components, you're going to need to light it with LEDs. Moving on to the S340, you get one untinted tempered glass side panel to showcase all of your parts, and the rest of the case is a matte black or white in a rectangular prism shape with no other designs besides an NZXT logo on the front. Now let's move on to the special features that each case has to distinguish themselves. So on the Anidees, you get a 3-speed fan controller that allows you to easily switch your fan speed on the fly to provide more or less cooling for your components. This is really useful if you're using a lot of 3-pin fans that would otherwise be running at full speed if you didn't have this controller. This case also has a really nice cable management bar that can be removed with just one thumb screw, allowing you to fit massive eATX motherboards in the case. But besides that, the case is pretty simple and doesn't really have a lot of distinguishing features, besides maybe the glass. Coming to the S340, it does have quite a few pretty cool distinguishing features. It has these really nice cable clips on the back side of the motherboard tray and its cable management bar that make cable management a breeze, and you can easily make a super clean build with a single zip tie, which is actually what I did when I built in the case. Besides that, you get some really great features for anybody who's into VR gaming. You have a VR section for the front I/O, which features an HDMI pass-through and two USB 3.0 ports, so you can run your VR headset straight from the front I/O. This is great so any VR enthusiasts don't have to go in behind their case and mess around with all the cable clutter back there. They can just easily attach their headset through the front of their case. To go along with this, you get NZXT's puck, which makes a great hanger for your VR headset or headphones, and it's super convenient to use. Moving on to the P400s, this thing is just chock full of extra features. Starting the list off, you get an included RGB LED strip, which is great for accenting your parts and making up for the slight tint in the glass. It also has a built-in RGB controller under the front bezel, and next to that you can find the integrated fan controller, which, like the Anidees AI Crystal, can be used to on-the-fly change the speed of your fans if you need more or less cooling for your components, depending on what workload you're doing. On the inside of the case, you can find some stationary Velcro straps, which are actually screwed down so you don't have to worry about pulling them out. On the AI Crystal, you do get Velcro straps, but because they aren't stuck down, they can be inconvenient to use, as it's really easy to accidentally pull them out when you're trying to stuff cables into them, something you don't have to worry about on the P400s. These Velcro straps are really comparable to the cable clips used on the S340, and it really just comes down to personal opinion as to which one you prefer using. Because this is the S model, the P400s, S meaning silent, you get noise dampening foam on all your panels except for the tempered glass panel, of course, because you have to be able to see through that. And on the top of the case, you also get two magnetic covers with noise dampening foam on them that can be used in case you're not using any fans in the top mounts. All this together makes for a really nice quiet build. Moving on to the build experience, all these are pretty great and actually pretty similar. They all have power supply shrouds that make cable management really easy and lots of space behind the motherboard tray, except for the AI Crystal, which doesn't have a lot of space, but it does have a large power supply shroud so you can stuff most of the cables under there. But in general, they're all really easy to build in and I could recommend. But now coming to the final, in my opinion, the most important category: price and value. Starting off with the most expensive case, the Anidees AI Crystal, for $120, it's not the best value. It doesn't have a lot of distinguishing features that make it better than the other cases, besides those three tempered glass side panels. So unless you really want those and really love the look of it, I would probably look at some of the other cases. Coming to the $100 S340 Elite, it's pretty good value, especially if you're a VR enthusiast. If you want something as minimalistic as possible, this would be a great choice for you. Now moving on to my favorite of these three cases, the P400s tempered glass. It is fantastic value with so many extra features like the RGB LED strip, the fan controller, the Velcro straps. It just has so much, and I would say it's worth it for $120. But it's not. This case comes in at only $90, making it the cheapest of the three and, in my opinion, the best. If you're looking for a tempered glass case, I would definitely look at the P400s as your first choice. So this was just a quick look at all these cases, but if you want a more in-depth look, be sure to check out the full review of the S340 Elite and the AI Crystal linked in the top right corner on my channel. And massive shout out to my friend Marco from TechStream, who let me borrow his P400s tempered glass to make this video. This video wouldn't have been possible without him, and be sure to check out his channel and his review of the P400s, which will also be linked above. So if you like this video, be sure to like it, and if you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe and follow me at Twitter at TechAlways with 2 S's. Thanks for watching. Bye.